3 months after Cyclone Gabrielle, State Highway 2 is finally reopening between Napier and Wairoa this weekend.
The disconnection between those communities was huge. That Bailey Bridge is going to reconnect a severed community, and so it's not just economical impact to the region, but it's also the connection of people. Whānau have been displaced. There's been children down at boarding school in Hawke's Bay who haven't been able to go home, or they've had to drive 9 hours to get home.
The drive, which usually takes around 90 minutes, had been taking over 6 hours with lengthy detours. And while the centers will now be reconnected, it won't quite be business as usual.
The road will be open with a temporary speed limit, which is likely to be 60 kilometres an hour. We need to do a safety assessment over the coming days to ensure that we get that right for the safety of the people still working on the road and the drivers themselves. There's a number of areas where the road will be under stop-go conditions, either under lights or manual traffic controls.
The challenges have always been the fact that we didn't know what we were coming across. So it took us a long time to actually reach all the sites on State Highway 2 that were impacted. The road was impassable completely for kilometres long.
The biggest part of the repair was rebuilding the old bridge and Waikare Gorge, which was entirely washed out. It has been replaced with a Bailey portable bridge.
Higgins has a team based in Wairoa itself, so we had no communication early on after the cyclone, so the team in Wairoa gathered up other contractors to help provide access to the bridge. At the time we had over a metre of silt and debris across the full width of the road. So by the time that the team from Hastings and Napier had made their way to the bridge, the Wairoa team had already cleared the Wairoa side, and we were able to access the bridge from the north side before we were able to access it from the southern side. That took weeks to get there, and at that stage we had drone survey, we had design work started, so we were able to start clearing areas to be able to start the bridge work itself.
Work on the bridge only began at the end of March. Teams working overtime to get the job done.
They worked public holidays, they worked right through the Easter weekend, and there was a real willingness from our staff to work every day and work from dawn till dusk every day. So the challenge was to make sure we managed their fatigue. You know, we did that very well, just a huge effort from that team.
And it's that hard work and commitment that has got them to the finish line so quickly.
The work this week is we've got our last concrete pour, then we finish our approaches to the bridge. So the bridge itself is complete, but we've got to finish the concrete pour and then do the asphalt works and make the area safe for the public.
This one-lane bridge's maximum weight is 50 tons, and it has a 10 km/h speed limit. There will be traffic lights on both sides. And another area which was significantly damaged is Devil's Elbow.
Anyone who's driven Devil's Elbow knows how, restricted, constrained, narrow it is. There is a very steep cliff face on one side and a very big drop down the other. It has been completely undermined in one area.
Devil's Elbow is really challenging because every time you get a heavy rain event, you do get some slip material either on the road either side of the Devil's Elbow itself. This time it's washed out below the elbow, plus it's washed out above the elbow, so we've done a lot of repair work to reinstate the stability of the slope, so the road's in a safe place now. There'll be longer term repairs to there and other places along the road, but we'll have that open to 2 lanes on Sunday.
But the work is far from over, with repairs continuing on State Highway 2 to make the road become more resilient through winter.
We've got months of work ahead of us in some of those localised slips. Those will be done under traffic management, which means that there's disruption to public and there'll be disruption to our workers in those areas as well. And obviously that's going to take time.
It's not what we remember State Highway 2 looking like. People need to be aware that we will still be working on the road and there will still be a large presence of contractors along the whole State Highway. It's not going to be your usual State Highway 2, so just be careful, take your time, We know that getting back to whānau, friends and that connection is really important, but we want everyone to get there safely. So just take your time, expect delays, the road will be open, so just use it with care.
The expected travel time from Napier to Wairoa will be a minimum of 2.25 hours. And the road between Devil's Elbow and Waikato Gorge will only open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m.
And we just want to make sure during the first few weeks that travels well, and it's for the safety of everyone travelling that road. It is very narrow in places where it is down to one lane, and we just want to make sure that the road is safe once we open it up at night time. So we will be doing a lot of work over the next few weeks to get it ready for nighttime travel, because we understand that that road is a lifeline and we do need to have it available as much as possible, but making sure that it is safe to do so.
J. Pang, Local Focus.